You might think that you're being responsible, but these 10 sneaky small purchases are silently draining your bank account and stopping you from building generational wealth. I used to buy every single one of these items, and I learned my lesson the hard way so that you don't have to. So, we are decluttering our financial lives today. And if you stick around to the very end, I'm going to prove to you this isn't about deprivation, and I'll share my 5 strategic purchases that actually pay for themselves. Let's dive in. Number one, fast fashion and single event clothes. We've all done it. We had a wedding, a party, a themed event, and we rush out to buy a new dress or outfit we'll never wear again. That $150 to, let's be real, it's like $200. If you do this, let's assume 4 times a year, that's next to $600 on just stuff in your closet. Do you have friends that you can borrow or swap with? Or you could buy secondhand or start using services like Rent the Runway. Yes, Rent the Runway might seem more expensive, but for example, I had 4 events in 1 month and I knew I didn't want to wear the same dress 4 times. So I just used Rent the Runway for their intro offer and I set the calendar to cancel it after that month. So it actually worked out to being cheaper than had I bought a dress for each event. Free up that $600 to invest in your Roth IRA instead. Number two, buying food in bulk. This is the classic Costco trap for small families or single people. It feels like you're saving money, but you're focusing on saving 10% on the price while throwing away 30% of the food. How many of us are guilty of having that giant salad mix rotting away in the fridge? Or you buy the 2 pack of bread, but you only make it halfway through the first loaf before the second one molds. Unfortunately, you didn't actually save any money because you threw out half of that. Hit that like and subscribe button if you know what I'm talking about. You didn't save money, you ultimately ended up wasting money and food. So it seems counterintuitive, but buying the 1 pack at a different market, even at a slightly higher price per unit, means that you're optimizing for zero waste. And also, sometimes this is a little brain hack because now I think to myself, oh, this is more expensive. And I find myself really trying my best to finish all of it and not waste it. Number three, investing in things you don't understand. This is the fastest way to kill your wealth, period. This might look like buying a friend's latest crypto meme or penny stocks or risky single company shares because of an article you read. When you invest in something you can't explain, you are gambling, not investing. You can't evaluate the risk, the gross margins, or the long-term potential. Remember 2020 when everyone thought they were an investor? You need to understand that when you put money into stocks, it can go to zero. Just remember, if you can't explain to a 5th grader how this investment makes money, do not buy it. Stick to low-cost index funds, and this is how the smart and wise people build wealth with minimal effort and maximize diversification. Number four, things on sale. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying to never buy something on sale. I just mean do not buy something because it's on sale. Because retailers have perpetual sales for a reason, to trick you into feeling that scarcity of, I need it now because it's on sale now. So you didn't save $200, you spent $100 on something you didn't even intend to spend on in the first place. So if you're like me, a recovering sales addict, when I think I need something, I'll add it to my list. Open up a simple note on your phone and review it after 3 days. If you still want it, great. But the sale should never be the only reason for the purchase. Number five, expensive recurring self-care. I'm all for self-care, but there is a point where it transitions from a benefit into a high cost recurring and, to be honest, irresponsible spending habit. So services like lashes, nails, hair appointments, this is easily $150 to $300 a month. If you took that $300 a month and invested at a 7% average return over 20 years, that is worth $159,000. This is the literal opportunity cost of prioritizing expensive self-care habits over long-term financial security. So really think about which self-care is truly vital to your confidence and well-being and mental health, and which is driven by societal pressure. So budget for the must-haves and ruthlessly cut out or find cheaper alternatives and DIY the rest. Number 6, Airbnbs. Okay, so when it started, I was an early adopter and it was great, right? But now I feel like it's not quite worth it. They're no longer the money saver that they once felt like. There's all these hidden cleaning fees, service fees, and mandatory checkout chores, and it makes them the same price or even more expensive than an actual hotel. Always cross compare if you're looking at an Airbnb versus hotel. And for me, I always prioritize booking through hotel chains where I can use my points. I only use Airbnb if it's for a place where there are no hotels and that's my only option. You have to really look at the costs. It's not as cheap as it used to be. Number 7, fast food. This isn't just about the cost of the burger, it's the cost of wasted time, poor health, and low energy. You think, I need something quick, or it's so cheap. But in reality, it's a trap. A family trip to Chick-fil-A is no longer cheap. And the lines are so long. It's a huge time sink. So ultimately, you got to cut the fast food habit. If not for the money, then for your health. I want you to start viewing food as fuel for your performance and ultimately your health. Investing your money and time on Sunday for a week of healthy lunches will pay for itself in multiple ways in energy, health, and saved impulsive spending. Number 8, subscriptions. We all have them. The wine subscription, the meal box, the premium version of the plan that we meant to cancel. These passive drains are the silent killers of your monthly budget. They're designed for convenience, but they lead to passive, unconscious spending that you wouldn't have done in the first place had you not started the subscription. A $40 a month wine club or a forgotten streaming service might seem small, but that $500 a year is 100% idle cash that could have gone straight to investing or your emergency fund. So conduct a quarterly audit. Pull up your credit card statement, go through and ask, is this subscription directly increasing my income, building my wealth, or providing necessary value? If not, cancel it on the spot. Number 9, extended warranties. Extended warranties prey on your fear of what if. I used to buy these all the time because I was so scared of what if. Retailers love selling these because they're pure profit. Most items that you're worried about have a solid warranty already built in, and then your credit card often provides an automatic extension of that warranty, usually 1 year for free. So you're probably paying extra for a low probability of using the warranty. And oftentimes, everything gets denied when you actually submit it to them. So the fix is when you buy something that you're worried about, use a credit card that automatically gives you that extended warranty. Or for a true worst case scenario, accept that you will pay for the repair out of your emergency fund. That's what it's there for. Number 10, books. I love to read, but buying every single book you want adds up. I love holding a physical book, but it's just so much clutter mentally, financially, and physically. So did you know that most libraries offer copies of ebooks and audiobooks for free? So I use the Libby app. There's tons of other apps, I'm sure. And you link your public library card. It's pretty simple. You just search for the title. And yes, some may come with a wait list, but if you're not paying, why not? And if I read a book and I decide I truly want to own this book, sometimes I'll check my library's used bookstore first, and I've scored amazing finds for under $3. So check out and support your public library today. Now, those are the 10 things I cut and stopped buying, and I did promise you I would go through my top 5 purchases that I don't regret. So, to prove that this isn't about depriving yourself, I want to show you where my intentional spending creates massive value. So, here are the 5 high value purchases that I've made and I don't regret. So, number 1, stainless steel pans. Investing in quality cooking tools that last forever and make cooking easier. That's a return on time, health, and save money from not eating out. Number 2, glass containers. So, not only for health reasons and reducing plastic, it just encourages meal prep because they're so easy to use and throw into the dishwasher. It's a small investment in a very valuable habit. And number 3, the Tineco vacuum mop. Time is money. So, any piece of equipment that drastically cuts my time on cleaning and friction in my home is a winner. So, this cuts the post dinner cleanup time in half. Amazing. Number 4, my red light therapy mask. Yes, it's an investment up front, but I calculate the cost per use. We all have our self-care items, and this checks the box for me. It's a non-negotiable part of my winding down ritual, so it's totally worth it in my opinion. And number 5, I finally upgraded my computer. So, investing in my primary tool, my computer, means faster editing, faster workflow, and less frustration. And that's a direct investment in my bottom line. Trust me, I kicked myself for not taking the plunge sooner. So, see the difference? Every one of those purchases either save me time, improve my health, or directly increase my ability to earn income. So, that's my strategic spending. If you're curious how your current frugal habits are actually keeping you broke, then watch this video that pops up here.